Welcome back to Rev Solution. In this video, this is a continuation of the video I've just released in relation to what I liked about the Honda Africa Twin. Now, again, I've just done under 3,000 miles and I'm going to run you through what I dislike about the Africa Twin. Now, I'm going to be very cynical on it. I'm going to let you know exactly how I feel. The first thing that I'm going to say about this bike is that the tyres, for me personally, the Karoo Street 3, I do not have a lot of confidence riding this bike in tight turns, switchbacks, roundabouts. I just feel like the bike, the front wheel, a 21-inch front wheel, just wants to wobble and low side me. So that's the first thing that I find with this bike, and it has knocked my confidence at riding. In the way that I rode the CBF 1000, the GSX R750, and also the Vulcan and the Ninja 650. I've had 5 bikes, I think now. Yeah, about 5 bikes. It's quite a lot in 4 years. So yeah, the tyres, I'm going to have to change them as soon as they're up for a new set and see what I think about. I'm potentially looking at something like a Scorpion, but I'll get back to you and let you know. Next thing that I'm quite disappointed about on this bike is the Tft Display. It is a brilliant display. I'm not knocking the actual display itself, but I'm knocking the Android interface. Now, this has been updated. It's running the correct software. I plug my phone in, the phone's given full permission to do whatever it needs, and the bike connects, it disconnects, it connects, it disconnects, and it is a pain in the backside. It is just constantly on and off. Now, I've changed the cable, I've tried 3 genuine Samsung cables and about 4 non-Samsung cables, and I'm just having no luck at all. It's very frustrating. This is an expensive motorcycle. I want to be able to just plug my stuff into it and get on with it, but I can't do it. It does not want to work. So that's another big pet hate of mine. The next thing is the windscreen. Now, the windscreen is good. It gives you a lot of wind protection from standard. However, it's too high. You end up looking through the top 2 inches of the windscreen. In its low setting, in its high setting, you're pretty much looking through the whole entire thing. And yeah, it distorts the view of the road quite badly. So I really wasn't keen on that at all, and it kind of put me off for wanting to ride the bike when I first got it. So I took the windscreen off, put it through a bandsaw and chopped a good 3 inches off, I think, maybe 4, to get this nice short windscreen which I've got now. Now, since doing that, I've ended up with quite an annoying wind buffeting around 70 miles an hour. It hums and hums and hums, and it is really awful on the head. So I think it is down to the windscreen. I'm going to have to change the windscreen, get an aftermarket one, and see if that horrible, and it is a horrible, wind buffeting disappears. Another thing that I'm not too keen about on the bike is the luggage. Now, this bike didn't come with luggage. Obviously you can buy it with luggage. I didn't. Kind of a rookie error in some ways. The panniers between £400 and £450 each. Yes, that you heard that right, each. There is no way I can justify buying the panniers for this bike at the moment. £800 roughly for a set of boxes that you can't even fit a helmet in. Yeah, it's a lot of money. The top box, again, I'm going to take a stab in the dark here and say it's about £300 for the top box. I've gone for a Givi Trekker plastic top box, which is a 54 litres, I believe, maybe a 52. Either way, it can take 2 full-size helmets. So it's a brilliant top box. I love it. Another thing I'm not too keen about on the Africa Twin is the fact that it doesn't come with a centre stand as standard. In this day and age, on an adventure bike, you would want a centre stand. as standard. So that's a bit of a disappointment. It's about £190–200 I believe. So again, at the moment I cannot justify putting a centre stand on this bike for rear wheel and chain maintenance. Yeah, a bit of a letdown. And to be brutally honest, that pretty much is all the negatives I found with the bike so far. Now, I did say in the other video it's got a smooth throttle, and it does have a smooth throttle, but also when I'm going around corners it does feel like the throttle is slightly snatchy. That's giving me a bit of a confidence issue again, going around corners. I changed the map to tour mode from a custom mode, and it felt like it settled it out a little bit, but it's still a little bit snatchy. The other thing I was going to say is the exhaust, the actuator valve, I think it is, the little flappy valve and the exhaust that opens and closes at different temperatures. That actually malfunctioned not once but twice on this bike within 700 miles. That was a big letdown. It just stuck wide open. But the team at Crescent Honda, you notice me moving the visor up and down quite a bit. It's because I'm struggling with the audio at the moment. This helmet, the Neotech 2, is so well insulated that it just sounds like I'm muffled. Yeah, if I open it, the sound quality is fantastic. I'm going to break that down, it's a bit muffled, so hopefully this audio works. Yeah, the brilliant team at Crescent Honda in Southampton took the bike in, sorted it all out for me, no problem at all. So that was all rectified nice and easy with no problem. They have fixed the issue now, it's all done and dusted. I've had no further problems with the exhaust, so thank you Honda. What I'll do is I'll take you down a dark road at night at midnight and show you how poor the headlights are on this bike. Now the headlights, they're good. They're not the best for LEDs. For what they are, they should be a lot better personally. The cornering lights are fantastic. I should have stuck that in my other video. When you corner on this bike, you can just see the light spread out around the corner, just like that. Back in. And the more you lean on its 6-axis IMU, 6-axis IMU, yeah, whatever, you know what I'm on about. The more the light spreads out. I think it's got 3 stages to its cornering. So yeah, it actually does really well. I was quite thought it was a bit of a gimmick, cornering lights on a motorcycle, but when you corner just like that, they actually do make a difference. Okay, so got a nice relatively dark section of the road here. I'm just going to turn the fog lights off. Now, as you can see there, it is good light. You can see what's in front of you. That's the high beam. The high beam is really good. It is quite high up in the sky though. As you look down, turn the spotlights back on. I can find them. The spotlights just throw that light nice and low. So off and on. It does make a nice difference. So I'm glad I put the spotlights on. But yeah, all in all, the Africa Twin is a blinding bike. I absolutely love it. I was really struggling to find negatives about this bike, but after a good 3,000 miles of riding, you do start to pick up on a few things, and it's only right to share it with you if you are looking at getting a Honda Africa Twin. If you've got an Africa Twin, the CRF 1100 or the CRF 1000, please just drop a comment in the comment section. Just let me know what your negative sections are about this bike, because let's face it, no bike is perfect, but they can pretty much be perfect, and the Africa Twin is definitely up there with one of the best bikes I've ever ridden. I keep forgetting. Right, so another negative about this bike is the cruise control. Honda, what were you thinking about putting a cruise control switch on the side where your accelerator is? I'm accelerating, I'm cruising, I don't want to be taking my hand off the throttle to be able to engage the cruise control. Stick it on your left hand. This hand is much more able to get on with things. Now the NT1100 is exactly the same. Cruise control on the offside handlebar. I don't know what you were thinking. Please, Honda, when you bring out a new revised Africa Twin and a new revised NT1100, stick the cruise control on the left hand side. I know it seems busy over here, but it really isn't that bad. Stick it over there. It makes life so much easier when you can just use your left hand and you can adjust your cruise control setting. I think honestly that is the rest of my gripes over with the Africa Twin. No real concerns. So again, thank you for watching Rev Solutions with my negative views on the Africa Twin. I hope you didn't mind the video being conducted at night. Let me know what you think about that. I'm not going to make a habit of this. I just thought I'd do it whilst I'm out and about, doing a midnight ride. Why not? The roads are nice and quiet. It's quite nice actually. Actually, let's just put the bike into the roundabout. Now it does handle. I think it's just my confidence, because the bike handled no problem at all around there, so I think it's more me. Anyway, for Rev Solutions, the Africa Twin, the negatives. Thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe button, do all that malarkey, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.